Everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how much cardio should you do. I know a lot of us, debate on and on how much cardio should we be doing? Should we be doing moderate amounts? Should we be doing extreme amounts of cardio? Should we be doing minimal amounts of cardio? Should we just be sedentary? Or should we do walking? Should we do running? Should we do cycling? I know a lot of us worry and we sort of go on and on, debating each other about how much cardio should you be doing. The truth is, in my opinion, that we should just be doing as much cardio as we feel like we need. So obviously there's a baseline minimum amount of cardiovascular exercise that you should be doing on a daily basis, just for your health, for your your fitness, for the quality of life improvements that you get. If you want more food, if you want to have a higher calorie diet, then I would recommend increasing your cardiovascular exercise, increasing the duration of your sessions, and pushing harder, going longer, pushing yourself whenever you can, challenging yourself, and also being very consistent day in and day out. I'm also going to tell you guys that if you do have a large dose of caffeine before your cardio workout, you're going to burn more calories. You're going to be able to perform better. You're going to be able to rip through calories better. You're going to just feel stronger, and you're going to feel a lot better. So that's just a small tip for you guys. Personally, I've definitely ramped up my cardio a lot in the last couple weeks. My cardio sessions have actually been longer than my weight training sessions. I try to keep my weight training sessions short because they don't burn as much calories as they should. So I definitely don't prioritize weight training as much as I do cardio. So I do a good amount of cardio. I always try to push myself. I'm always trying to improve my pace. The reason why is because I want to burn more calories at a faster rate. So if you guys do want to get better at cardio, definitely try and remain consistent each and every day. I do cardio 7 days a week. Today is Sunday. I did cardio. I don't care what day of the week it is. I don't care if it's Christmas. I don't care if it's freaking New Year's. I don't care if it is 4th of July. I'm doing cardio, and I'm doing lots of it. So how much cardio should you do? It depends on you. I know a lot of people say that you should be doing moderate amounts of cardio, let's say like, I don't know, a 2,000 calorie session, maybe a 1,500 calorie session. It all depends on your personal preferences. I know a lot of people are fine on like a 2,500 calorie diet. That's pretty low for me. I like eating in the higher range, like 3,500, 4,500. That's where I am right now, more towards like the 4,000, 4,500 range, because I've definitely improved a bit and I can rip through a good amount of calories. So I'm gonna tell you guys that if you do prioritize your cardiovascular fitness, you're going to be able to perform better. You're going to be able to push harder, go further, burn more calories at a faster rate. That means that if you just, keep hammering away at your cardio, I feel like that's going to be much better for you in the long run, for everyone, pretty much. Because you're going to be able to have a higher calorie diet. It doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter if you're overweight, if you're underweight. It doesn't matter if you're an alcoholic or you have a couple beers. It doesn't matter if you're, it doesn't matter in what stage of your fitness journey you are. I'm going to tell you guys that each and every person should be doing cardiovascular fitness. I'm not going to say 7 days a week. Maybe some of you guys don't want to do cardiovascular exercise 7 days a week. But I will recommend you guys to do it maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a week. Pushing yourselves. Definitely trying to break personal records whenever you get the chance, because it's a great way to improve your health, to live a better life on a higher calorie diet. I know a lot of people complain about, my diet sucks. I only get to eat 1,500 calories. I only get to eat 1,800 calories, and it just sucks because I have a meal and then I have to wait another 6 hours and then I get another meal, a small, higher protein meal. It sucks because I am not, I'm just sedentary. If you are sedentary, I know some people can get away with being sedentary and, doing some sort of intermittent fasting and saving their calories for pretty much towards the end of the day. I know some people can get away with that. I would not be able to do that because a lot of the time I want some food. It doesn't matter if it's healthy food, if it's higher protein food. That is why I do so much cardio. That is why I stress cardio. That is why I am so in love with cardio. It's why I do it 7 days of the week, because I get to eat more. I get to eat like 4,000, 4,500 calories a day. And it's not a huge pain in the ass for me to burn, that amount of calories, because I've worked on my cardiovascular fitness. So how much cardio should you do? I'm going to recommend that each and every person does a good amount of cardio. Push themselves. You guys should be pushing yourselves. You guys should be trying to improve. You guys should be, maybe next week you might go a bit further. Maybe you might break a PR. Maybe you might go a bit faster. I'm going to recommend you guys do the amount of cardio that you're comfortable with at, whatever stage of your fitness journey you're at. Maybe you are just starting out and you have to do some walking on a treadmill, or you can walk outside. Maybe you're overweight or morbidly obese and you're trying to change your life. Maybe you can walk, start with walking. Maybe you are trying to get back into shape and you're just out of shape. Maybe you can start with incline walking, some sort of elliptical work, some sort of, running, pushing yourselves, getting better at it each and every day. That's what I'm going to recommend a lot of you guys to do. Start with what you're comfortable with, but always try to get out of your comfort zone and push yourself and try to improve. Doesn't matter if it's on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, whatever pace you're comfortable at, try to improve. So I'm going to recommend that you do as much cardio that you're comfortable with at whatever stage of your fitness journey you're at. Maybe you don't know how to swim. Maybe you don't know how to cycle. Maybe you don't know how to do this. Pick an exercise that you're comfortable with, 1 or 2 or 3 exercises that you can burn calories with at a pretty good rate, and focus on improving on that. So I know a lot of people say do 5 plus hours, 6 plus hours of cardio, do 2 hours of cardio, an hour and a half. A lot of people have different preferences. My diet has been working for me for a bit. It's not the most perfect diet in the world, but it's been working for a while. I do want to, continuously improve on my diet and my cardiovascular fitness. I want to keep getting into better shape. As I said, I want to do, hours of cross training. That's something that I'm thinking about. So I'm going to tell you guys that you should do as much cardio that you're comfortable with. I don't know, let's say you're comfortable on a 3,000 calorie diet, and maybe you only have to burn 1,500 calories a day. Or maybe you hate, the higher protein, higher fiber, vegetable heavy diet. Maybe you can't stick to it. Then you might have to do hours and hours of cardio, and maybe that's the only way that you can stick to a diet. Then you might have to do, a good amount of cardio each day to stick to a diet and to reach your fitness goals. It all depends on you. Do you want to, eat healthier? Maybe you want to make a bit of a commitment to eat healthier, so you don't have to do, hours and hours and hours of cardio to eat, junk food and get away with it. Because you can out-train a bad diet. It just takes, like, a good amount of work. And a lot of people don't want to, be doing cardio for 5-6+ hours. So, yes, you should be doing, like, a good amount. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Try to improve. And push yourselves. I've gotten to the point now where my pace is pretty good. It's not the best in the world, but I'm able to run at a pretty fast pace for a good amount of time, and I don't get tired very easily. So I can burn a good amount of calories at a fast rate. It means that I can get away with, a variety of food options that I wouldn't have at my disposal if I didn't focus on my cardiovascular fitness from the start. Let's say I focused more on weight training and I wasn't, as good of a shape as I am now. Then I would struggle to burn calories. Maybe I would be running at a slower rate. Maybe I would, take 2 extra minutes to burn the same amount of calories. So as you can see, focusing on your cardiovascular fitness, prioritizing it I'm gonna tell you guys that it's pretty important. If you want a high calorie diet, if you want like sustainability, if you want a variety of food options at your disposal, I'm gonna tell you guys that you should focus on your cardiovascular fitness and push yourselves, strive to improve, challenge yourself, whether on a weekly basis, whenever you get the chance. So yeah, personally I do around an hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours whenever I get the chance for cardio. But I would like to do like 5-6+ hours. So yeah, you should be doing as much cardio as you feel that you need. I know a lot of people hate eating healthy food, diet food. Maybe they have a low appetite. Maybe they can get away with, let's say, eating junk food, but they do a bunch of cardio so they can get away with it. That can happen. That's definitely a possibility. So how much cardio should you do? I'm gonna tell you guys that you should be doing as much as possible, and you should be challenging yourself. And yeah, personally I always try to improve, because I want a higher calorie diet. I don't want to be struggling with a 2,000, 2,500 calorie diet, because it's not very practical for me to eat that little amount of food. I want a lot of food. So I just raise my energy expenditure throughout the day, and I'm able to eat more food throughout the day. So that's how I go around dieting. I've definitely changed my approach to dieting. In the past, I wasn't as good as cardio as I am now. So now I can definitely get away with eating a bit more food. I think in the past I used to eat like, I don't know, 2,200, 2,000, 2,200 calories. Now I can eat like 4,000, 4,500 a day. And I can eat even more if I decide to continue. So how much cardio should you do? It depends on how much food you want to eat. Do you want to eat like mountainous amounts of food? Then do a bunch of cardio. Do you want like, I don't know, a moderate diet with healthy, high fiber, like vegetables, lean meats, freaking Greek yogurt, healthier stuff, healthier alternatives? Then do moderate amounts of cardio. If you can get away with intermittent fasting and hoarding your calories for later on, for pretty much the end of the day, then do that. And maybe you won't have to do as much cardio. Maybe you can get away with that. Or maybe you hate the traditional diet and you just want junk food, and you grew up eating junk food, and you're wondering like, can I stay in great shape while eating junk food, while eating food that's traditionally unhealthy but tastes delicious? Yes, you can. You just have to do the cardio. So you can outwork a bad diet. So it all depends on how much cardio you want to do, and like how much food you want to be eating. Are you satisfied with your diet? Do you find yourself straying away from your diet because you can't stick to it? Do you find yourself overeating because you didn't do enough cardio? And maybe you ate your last meal and you look at the clock and there's like 6 hours left. It depends. So I'm gonna say that do lots of cardio. I know a lot of people say cardio ramps up your appetite. That might be true for some people. It has definitely ramped up my appetite in the past. Sometimes it blunts my appetite. Other times it, just gives me a void in my stomach, and I can't like not eat. So you should be doing as much as you want, and you should be trying to find a diet that you can stick to. So that's how I'm gonna end the video. Prioritize your cardiovascular fitness if you want a higher calorie diet. That's gonna give you the option of a wider variety of foods. Maybe you can get away with eating junk food here and there. Obviously you can. You're not gonna, like, let's say you're on a 4,000 calorie diet. You're not going to go off track just because you grabbed, I don't know, a 300 calorie pastry or a bagel. You can just plug it in, and that's how it goes. So you should be doing as much cardio as you're comfortable with. Obviously challenge yourself and always try to improve. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, check out my Instagram page. My Instagram page is luis.hern, the number 9. Again, my Instagram page is luis.hern, the number 9. You can follow my Instagram page. I'll post on my stories what I'm eating throughout the day, keep you guys updated. I might post, like, if I break a personal record, if I do something fitness related, I'll post it there. I might post on my page what I'm eating throughout the day, physique updates. If I upload a video, if I find something interesting, I'll post it there on my page. And I have some links in my description, some social media stuff. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and watch my previous videos to figure out how I'm keeping it off, why I've been able to keep it off, and why I still enjoy exercising and dieting. For it's been a while, and I still enjoy doing it. So check out my previous videos to figure out how I remain consistent. And I'll see you guys next time.